What's going on, everybody? Grand Rising. Uh, I just got out of jury duty. I am so happy to be out of jury duty. Uh, the sun is out. I'm downtown for the first time in a while. Uh, yeah, it's been a early, long morning. I had to get up at 6 o'clock this morning. I'm still trying to wake up because I was just sitting in a damn room for so long, and it was just a whole pointless interaction. I'm so tired of stuff like that. I could have been doing so much other stuff with my time, so much more beneficial things with my time. But off of that subject, I'm back today to do some uh, reflecting and just looking at uh myself. And like I said, I hope this helps you look at yourself and do what you need to do to just be. And because that's what I do. I do what I need to do to be. And this is, I guess that is a great lead into, I guess, what I'm gonna reflect on, because doing what you need to do to just be, a lot of people won't agree with. It just won't sit right with them for some reason. And you you ultimately waste time uh by questioning yourself, because as far as questioning yourself, as far as uh why these people feel the way they feel because of you just trying to be, uh it's of no help or assistance to you. You know, when you lay out your path, or when you have an idea of what you want to do, and something doesn't fit it, don't try to make it fit. Don't try to make it make sense if it doesn't make sense. I personally had this experience, personally going through this experience, because I'm just trying to do, literally everything I do is just trying to, everything that I do now, I would say, because I had a very I had a very bad perception of the world, I would say, up until early this year, early last year. I mean, I think it was in, so I think it was in 2017 when I first really started to try to, well, not really look at the world, because actually, I'll take that back. 20, uh, 2017, I got a new perspective of taking control of my own life. But 20 nothing, like forever, I've always had a different perspective of the world. My perspective just never fit what people push on me, and what people told me the world was. So, ultimately, a lot of confusion. And yeah, right now I'm just doing what I deem necessary for my life. What uh yeah, I'm literally just, I'm doing. And if you got a problem with it, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I feel like everybody should have that attitude, because it's such a stress-free thing. Like, you don't worry about uh unnecessary things. Like, people will literally play on your guilt. People will play on your emotions. People will play on all types of things to try to take you off of your path, try to fit into your path, to try to fit themselves into your narrative, to try to put their agendas on you and what you're doing. And a lot of those things may not fit you, or they may not suit you. They may not be right for you or what you're trying to do. And if you can see it, why not address it? That's the only thing I'm saying. A lot of people skip that whole step and miss out on a whole part of themselves that they always knew about, but uh, they couldn't hone in on, or they couldn't zoom in on, because of everything that's been placed upon them. I come from a place where a lot of things were placed upon me. I come from a lot of places where a lot of things were placed upon me, and I'm removing myself from these places and I'm watching how people react to it, and it's kind of sick. It's nasty in a way, especially when you speak about these things and people look at you like you're crazy in the first place for even speaking about these things or addressing these things. People look at you like you're absolutely out of your mind, and it's shocking. And I mean, I know where it comes from. Not uh it comes from not outwardly expressing yourself all the time with people. It comes from not setting boundaries with people, and it comes from lack of confidence, uh lack of reflection. It comes from all of those things, and you just can't. It's always good to just lay it all out and fully uh just be yourself, so people have no misunderstandings, people have no misconceptions. And even with all that, people are going to have misconceptions, but they're going to be a lot less heavy on you, I guess I would say. I mean, people walking down the street, I already get misconceptions put on me. I have a face tattoo. Sometimes I forget I have a face tattoo, and people look at me differently because I have a face tattoo. That's one thing. I had come to find out that people will judge you about or look at you differently about in even a small aspect. Like, I don't know. It's weird, but that's always gonna happen. But ultimately, if you lay yourself out there, there's less room for that type of stuff to happen. That's what I'm recovering from. That's something that's definitely, I guess, what I'm gonna reflect about today. Uh, you know, laying yourself out there, just being as transparent as possible, and some people some people won't even accept your transparency. That's another thing. Some people won't accept that you're being transparent. Some people won't accept that you're being yourself. Some people won't accept that you you don't need their approval. Like, I don't understand what is so hard about people to understand that, but I don't know. I don't know. That's just when I guess a lot of what I'm dealing with lately. Uh, I know a lot of other people are dealing with that same issue, and I'm here. You're not alone. I've been, it may look like I may look like I'm alone, but I feel better than I've ever felt before. Sometimes I even do feel alone in a sense, but I feel better than I've ever felt before because I can truly be myself. And the more I work on myself and the more I see myself, be myself, then the more confident I feel in myself. The more confident I feel going out into this world that puts so much on you, that tries to put so much on you. Uh, yeah, like I said, the more confident I feel about being out here. Uh, it's a beautiful day outside, guys. Last week was all rainy and groggy and depressing. It's really sunny and bright out. But yeah, I want you guys to really think about. I want people to really think about what they're doing. Like people really don't stop. Like a lot of maybe things sound like personal vendettas to me, but or to you or to whoever's watching this, whatever perspective you're looking at it from, some of the things that I'm saying may sound like personal vendettas, or you're just saying this because of this or that. But a lot of things for me come from common sense, bro. Like, it's literally, I'm looking at something and I'm like, okay, that don't make sense. When maybe a year or two ago I would have been looking at something and said that don't make sense, but acted like it made sense because I wanted the world to be comfortable with my decision, or I wanted the world to be comfortable around me. And that is not how it should go. If something doesn't make common sense, if something don't make sense in general to you, you don't have to do that. Like I said, ultimately for me, because I've done that for so long, it's causing a lot of backlash. I guess with whatever decisions I make now, or however, I don't know. It's confusing. It's all confusing to me because I use a lot of common sense It's a trash can, trash truck. It's going. But yeah, bro, use common sense, bro. Common sense isn't common, and common sense isn't a popular opinion. Common sense is your opinion. Common sense is your knowledge, your thought process, however it makes sense to you, literally, or however it makes sense to reality. A lot of people try to apply common sense to actuality, and that shit don't work because there's these things you're applying common sense to aren't real. They're made up by somebody just like you, somebody just like me. If I'm trying to give up scenarios. I'm working on being better at these scenarios I give too. But common sense tells me that somebody designed these benches that I'm sitting on. Somebody designed this park that I'm sitting at right now. That's common sense for me. And another thing that's common sense to me is that if somebody designed this, I can design this. I don't think that if somebody designed this park, they're such an amazing person. They're such a magical, talented person, because I look at myself in the same light as the person that designed this shit. A lot of people will literally take themselves out of that light, and it's not even a light. There's not even a light there to begin with. There's just a person that had an idea there, and you're just as good as the person that had that idea. Like, I don't think that I can't do anything. I'm gonna say that blatantly. Like, I feel like I can do whatever I want to do, and people have a problem with people doing whatever they want to do, apparently, because it's not looked at as the right thing to do, I guess, or you're not looked at as a person that's on that path because of where you come from. It's like, if you come from a family of, I'm gonna use for example, if you come from a family of military sergeants, or you come from a family of carpenters, and you grow up and you decide that you don't want to be a military sergeant, or you don't want to be a carpenter, they're gonna look at you like you're crazy for the most part. Or from my experience, that's just how that's just how some people would look at you, and I'm gonna say the majority of people, because they don't have that self-confidence to say, okay, well, this person wants to be this, why don't we encourage him to be this as well? Because 9 times out of 10, this person is just tired of hearing about the military sergeant lifestyle. They probably have it down to a science and could be the best military sergeant there is, but it's not what they want to do. You can't hold that over their head and say, I'm disappointed in you because you don't choose to be a military sergeant. That sounds so stupid. That sounds ridiculous. And I'm so tired of people like that. I'm absolutely fed up and tired of people like that. I'm fed up and tired of people that just try to push things on other people. When it's not for them. I don't care what somebody else has going on in their life. I don't care what somebody else is excelling at. Granted, I care in the sense that it makes sense, but I don't care when you're trying to push that on me. If that makes any sense to y'all. Hopefully I make sense to y'all. I make a lot of sense to me, but I don't know, man. People try to mistake everything that is put out to them. Regardless of if it's malicious or if it's something that you think is helpful. I try to put everything out with love and with the best intent possible, and people still mistake it, or people still want to take it the way that they want to take it. So I don't know, man. I can't be the guy that determines everybody's fate, but I can be the guy that determines my fate. And like I said, man, You could be the person that determines your fate if you get out of the mindset that you're gonna let this job determine your fate. You're gonna let this title determine your fate. You're gonna let your position in this job determine your fate. I can't stand that shit, bro. I literally know people that only live, literally, these people live for these jobs. These people live for other people, and it's sick. I don't wake up every day saying that or thinking about work as the first thing on my mind or as my key to survival. I don't think like that at all. And I think people that think like that are actually sick because you're literally taking yourself out of reality. Reality, this job wouldn't be here without you. In reality, that building that you work at wouldn't be there without a person that is just like you, that you have the same capabilities of. You might not have the resources, but you have the capability, you have the brain power. We're all humans, we're all people, you know? I don't like to put anybody down. But it's all what you do with your time. Some people give so much of their time away that they don't even feel like themselves anymore. That's sick. It's a sickness. You need to look at yourself. You will rather dismiss so many things. People want to dismiss so many things because they have to go to work. People want to dismiss their health because they have to go to work. People want to dismiss their children because they have to go to work. People want to dismiss so many things about reality that would probably help them live a happier, longer lifestyle. I don't know. It don't make sense to dismiss the things that make up you. If you're putting more attention and emphasis on a job, or you're putting more attention and emphasis on a fucking, I'm gonna say it like this: if you put more attention and emphasis on going to the studio than you're putting on your mentality, then you're working backwards, bro. You're not even working for anything. You're literally working for what? Money? Money is nothing. Money is literally nothing. It's a resource. It's a tool. Just like Instagram, social media, Facebook, all of this shit is a tool. People misuse those things too. People misuse their tools all the time. And it's sad and it's sick. And it hurts nobody. It actually hurts yourself and other people. Actually, I'm not even gonna say nobody. It doesn't hurt the people that think the way I'm not even gonna say I do. I'm gonna say the way they should be thinking. The way that's not sick, the way that's not pushed upon you by society. You know, this is we're in a very small corner of the earth. And I'm just speaking on where I'm at right now and the people that are around me. And when I say that, I mean people in my city, people in my family, people in my circle, people in anywhere around me in general. You gotta understand, we're in a very small piece of the world that we live in, and there's so many more other there's so much else going on, bro. None of this stuff matters. It sounds so cliche. Everybody gonna try to say, "Oh, you doing that woke shit." Oh yeah, nothing matters, bro. Yeah, I feel you. No, you don't feel me, bro. I overstand this shit when I mean everything. None of this shit matters because I can literally make all this shit if I had the resources. That's how intelligent I am. You give me cement, I'll make a fucking bench, a cement bench that looks just like the bench I'm sitting on. That simple, because I can look at it, or I can think of something. I have ideas, bro. You have ideas. Why don't you use them? I understand shit gets hard. Because of the world that we live in. You get that? Shit gets hard because somebody's making it hard for you. You don't understand that? Y'all don't understand that thinking? There's literally somebody above you that thinks the way your fucked up ass is thinking, because they're on an ego trip, or they're tripping on power, and literally separating themselves from you? What separates you from somebody else? Besides your mind, what separates you from somebody else? Or besides your way of thought, what separates you from somebody else? Because somebody that feels like they're a billionaire is going to be a billionaire. And they're not going to listen to what the hell you tell them, regardless of if they got $10 in their pocket right now or $1 billion in their pocket right now. You can't tell this person that they not a billionaire. Just like me. You can't tell me I'm not intelligent because I feel that. I am that. I live that. And I'm going to move that way. But I can't tell you that you're I can't tell you that you're fucking I can't tell you that you're a business owner because you work for somebody's job. And that's too hard for you to do. And that's too much for you to do. And you don't want to do that. But you might be. But guess what you're putting on yourself? Guess what you're letting people put on you? That you're just an employee. So that's all you're ever going to be is an employee until you stop thinking like that. Does that make sense? Did that make any sense? I want y'all to answer that. If it didn't make sense, try to break it down and make sense out of it. Because I know somewhere along the line that shit has to hit. Somewhere. You gotta make sense out of what I just said. I get upset sometimes thinking about the people that are around me, just that really just play themselves all day. Regardless of what the situation look like, you're in control. It don't matter what somebody says. I just left the courtroom with judges and people like that, and you know, people try to get scared and people scare you with the tactics. Oh, you don't want to talk to the judge like this. You don't want to talk to the judge like why? Because he's in control of your life. You get it? If you do this or you do that, he's going to send your ass to jail. And that's where you're going to have to sit at. And you don't want to go to jail because you're scared that you're going to miss out on what's going on the outside. Does that make sense? Can you start making sense out of what I'm saying now? It shouldn't matter. Why is this person judging you for talking the way that you want to talk? It don't make sense, bro. It really don't make sense. And I guess this was more of a vent session than a reflection thing. But I don't know. Maybe I did vent a little bit. Maybe I did reflect a little bit. I don't know. I just pulled the phone out and started recording. But yeah, man. I'm so tired. I just want people to be. I want people to be great. I want people to be themselves. I want people to really look at what they're doing, bro. People get too wrapped up in this shit, bro. I remember this shit's sad, bro. My parents used to tell me not to get wrapped up in cell phones and social media all the time, and they turn around and boy. And when you start seeing shit for what it really is, it'll blow your mind, bro. I'm off of social media. I'm on YouTube now. I'm literally on YouTube just talking my shit. I'm just speaking facts and my opinion. And I don't know, bro. People have this complex with age too. That's another thing. People have this complex, specifically the older generation. I mean, I can't really speak for my generation or the people that are younger than me because, you know, they're younger and I haven't got the experience what happens with their coming of age. But I know with the generations before me, this age and elders and respect thing is so misconstrued. It make you feel like you can't do anything if you're young. They make you feel like you don't know anything if you're young. I have yet to meet an encouraging elderly person. I will say that with all confidence. There's always some form of I don't know if belittling is the word, but there's always some form of hierarchy with somebody knowing that you're younger than them. It's weird as hell. It's stupid as hell. Because the youth really moved this world. The youth is in control of what's going on in the world now. In the real way. In the fake, false narrative way, yes, the older people are in charge. but they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Obviously, they don't live in the real world that we live in. Why? Because they're the ones with all the resources, and we're the ones that are just being born here, and they just want us to just be born here, and then use the hand-me-downs. They shun you if you create your own resources. They call you crazy if you come up with your own concepts and things that help the world or help your environment, help your community. They call you crazy because it's not normal. It's not already been a thing. They don't know anything about it because their old ass is stuck in their old ways. It's stupid. I feel like I've lived before, actually. That's crazy because I even me about to say I've never experienced anything like that. I've only been here for what, 25, 26 years? I've only experienced adulthood once. I've only experienced this shit once, but I feel like for the simple fact that me wanting to say that I've never seen anything like this before in my life tells me that I've been here longer than I've physically been here. So I don't know. And that's another thing. That's a whole nother video and a whole nother topic, bruh. My spirituality journey is something that's really showing me who I am. And it'll probably deem me as crazy. I'm so tired of that, bro. I'm so tired of people with this fake ass sense of life. I don't want no parts in a false reality. But yeah, that was me venting or me reflecting after I left jury duty. I don't know. Other than that, guys, I'm chilling. I don't want y'all to take this as I'm having a bad day. Once again, just reflecting, just talking about the things that I really actually want to talk about or would talk about in real life. You know what I'm saying? In when I say real life, I mean with people. If we're not having these conversations or these types of conversations, then you're really of no use for me. I can do everything else with ease. Why do I need to do that? Why do I need to converse with you about I'm gonna say this. Why do I need to converse with you about Meg Thee Stallion or ASAP Rocky? I don't live their lives. Why do I need to converse with you about what this person is doing? What this person did when they got off of work? What that person did when they got off of work? What's going on this TV show or what that TV show? Those type of things are fun, but it's a time and place for that shit, man. It's not an everyday thing, and I'm not trying to make that everyday or all day, all the time topic to talk about. It's so much more to be doing. Look at the places you're at. Look at the places we're at. It's different when we're talking on a level of understanding where we're at. But if I know I'm talking to somebody that don't even understand where they're at in life, then the conversations need to be different. I can't look at you and just have that conversation with you. If I'm looking at a homeless person and trying to talk about fucking Wheel of Fortune, why are we talking about that? What the fuck type of sense does that make, bro? You don't got somewhere to sleep and you want to talk about Wheel of Fortune. Everybody on that game show got a place to sleep. You don't got a place to sleep. Let's talk about it. Why are we not talking about it? It pisses me off, bro. People really ignore their situations for somebody else's situation. Yeah. But I don't know, man. Just hope. All I hope to do is enlighten people, inspire people. Like I said before, in me and my wife's couple video, I aspire to inspire, for real. That's all I want to do. Whether it be through my music, whether it be through my music videos, whether it be through an interaction that you personally have with me, I'm aspiring to inspire. That's all I've ever wanted to do. Let's Change the World was a hashtag I didn't create, but I put it together. Let's change the world. I put that hashtag together for myself in 2012, 2011, and I failed myself. I failed to stick to that hashtag. I started becoming the world. I started becoming what the world wanted me to become. And I'm getting back to myself. So that's all I'm doing. And I just want to remind people, don't let anybody throw you off your path. People will try to stop you. People will stop at nothing to try and throw you off your path, try to detour you from what it is you need to be doing for yourself and your community. Stop letting people stop you, and just stop for a second. If you can stop and look at yourself for one day, then you may find so many, like, I won't even say a day. Take 5 hours to yourself with no cell phone, no communication with nobody, no outside noise. When I say outside noise, I mean opinions, people talking in your ear, telling you about what they're doing. Stop and think to yourself for 5 hours out of the day, and just talk to yourself. Like, slowly ask yourself questions. Come up with your own answers. You got your answers in your head. You know what you need to be doing. I don't know why it's so hard for you to do it. You may not have the right guidance. Seek out the right guidance. It's that simple. Figure out if you need guidance and find the right guidance. I understand that type of shit. It is a little confusing, because look, I was seeking guidance. I ran right into the arms of people that needed guidance themselves. So that type of thing can be a issue, but you know, once you sit down with yourself and ask yourself what you need, you're less likely to run into that problem, because you know what you need and you stick to it. You'll never be wrong. You'll never feel bad. You wonder why you feel so bad, because you're not listening to yourself. You listening to other people all day long. The fuck? That shit pissed me off, bro. I be wanting to slap everybody, because they just consumers, bro. Everybody is such consumers, and want to act like they're so. Everybody wants to act like they're such creators, and they're so creative, and they do this and they do that. Sit your consuming ass down. Stop for a second, and you might not be a consumer. I don't want consumers around me, bro. I want creatives around me. I want people that control their own narrative around me. I don't want people around me that I control. Shit. I'm not trying to be in control of nobody. If I inspire you to take control of yourself, that's great. If you inspire me to take control of myself, that's great. That's what I want to be around. But I'm not trying to be around somebody that wants me to do what somebody else wants me to do, or what they want me to do. Not happening. It's not going down. You gonna have to kill me. Y'all gonna have to kill me. The judge gonna have to put me in jail. It's not going down. So do what you gotta do for yourself. You'll feel a lot better. It all takes time. Literally. Give yourself time. You have all the time in the world. Figure out your plan. Write your plan down and figure out how you're gonna take your time and take your time. It's not hard, bro. Who cares about how people feel? If they really care, they will respect that you took your time. Because if somebody's trying to get you to do that, then they obviously took some type of time for themselves. Because why would they be trying to press their lifestyle so hard upon you? There's something that they love about their lifestyle. They want you to love their lifestyle. You should love your lifestyle. We could all be great if we applied ourselves in the right ways, man. Everybody doesn't know it off rip, but if you learn, then it becomes your responsibility to be responsible for yourself. That's it. That is literally all. I'ma end the video like that. I could say so much more. There's always so much more I could say, but it's 35 minutes in. What else y'all want me to say? I'm not trying to be a preacher. I'm not trying to give lectures. I'm just trying to say some real shit that I feel like people need to hear, because this is shit that I needed to hear. Okay. But yeah, it's stuff that I needed to hear, man. And I believe a lot of people need to hear it as well. And live your life. There's no right, there's no wrong. You got all the answers. Live your life and you'll be happy. That's it. Who cares if somebody is happy with what you're doing? With discernment. With discernment. When I say that term specifically very loosely. Because it's people, well, I'm not going to say people like y'all or people that's watching this video, but it's people in the world that will take that and be like, yeah, why can't I just do what I want to do? I'm going to listen to this person. No. You do what you want to do when you know what you want to do. You don't do what you want to do when somebody else tells you what to do. Get it? Got it? Understood. Alright. That's the end of the video, y'all. I'll be back again with another video. Y'all already know. Next week or whatever. Or I don't know. I just put the video. I try to schedule my videos for every Monday, but who knows? I'm not on nobody's schedule, so yeah. Y'all get it when y'all get it. Peace, love, and enlightenment. Enlighten yourself. I hope everybody's always coming back to these videos a little bit more enlightened. I hope everybody approaches me with an enlightened sense when the time is right. And I always try to approach people with a higher consciousness now, because I know myself. I know a lot more of myself than I was playing like I did. So yeah, y'all enjoy y'all's day. Peace, peace, peace. Again, I said it so many times. It's like I said, I don't want to hang up. It's like I'm on the phone with y'all and I don't want to hang up. But alright, later.